Hello everyone, I am Dr. Jyoti Mandala. Welcome you all to the video lecture series on the course Unity 3D. We are in the process of learning AR application development. As part of this, we have started in the last video. We learned about how to place, like how to track a plane. I hope you all could able to do that one. We have downloaded the necessary packages and we have made use of them and we have successfully detected the plane. Now, in this lecture, what we will do an extension of that one where once a plane has been tracked, let us try to place some objects on that plane whenever you touch on the screen. Now, the objects can be your 3D model objects or asset objects also. Now, we will see both the ways. And also we will see in two ways where once a project is done, you already know how to generate the APK file. You can check that one in the mobile phone. Or else in today's class, we will be learning one more way using XRSimulator, how the object will look like before going to build it in your mobile application.
See here my AR project is there. Once I start opening this one, what happens? It will try to detect a plane first, and the plane has been detected, and I want to place my object here. So once I click on the screen, you can see the object has been placed. So as per your requirement, wherever you click, the object will be placed here. So wherever the plane is there, there only the object will be placed.
So this is my new project where this is a new scene. You can see main camera and directional light is available. Before proceeding, make sure like the related packages are already imported. We have already done that one in our last video. If you have not done, I request you all go through that video and make sure like those packages are done, downloaded. You can see in the package manager, we have to download AR Foundation AR Foundation, you can go to the Unity registry and here you need to search for AR. Make sure like AR Foundation and Google AR for XR plugin both are downloaded. Once it is downloaded, you can create a new scene in the same project. Right now, once it is done, what we will do? We will proceed with our today's task. So this is my new scene. What we can do? Go to the hierarchy window XR and click XR origin where you will get one XR origin object added here, and then in this drop down you will have a camera offset. So as this is an AR project, we don't need a main camera in our scene, so go there and delete the main camera. All right, now okay, now this is your XR origin. If you click here, already XR origin will be having these components added. Now go back to the hierarchy and add another object, AR session. So AR session will be having this AR input manager script. By default script will be there. If you are interested, you can open this script and you can understand what is there. Alright, now going to the XR origin, you need to add two components here. First component is AR plane manager. AR plane manager, click that one. Right. Now, if once you add this AR plane manager script will be added by default, but it requires a plane prefab. That means one base is required. So let us try to create that object to add an object here. So what we can do, go to the hierarchy, right click here and in the XR AR default plane, you select that one. Okay. And once you select that one, this AR plane will be there, nothing to change anything here. What you can do, go to prefabs, drag and drop here. So then it will be created to AR default plane. So once it is converted to prefabs, you can delete this one. No need of this one on your scene. Now go back to your XR origin. Now here, plane prefab, you need to drag and drop this object here. So now you have connected your plane. All right. Okay. Now what we can do, we need to add one more component here in your XR origin. Go to this one and you need to add AR Raycast Manager. So AR Raycast Manager script is added and a Raycast prefab is not required. You can leave it as null. As of now, it is null. All right. Now what we can do, we want to add an object here. Let us first try to add a 3D object, which is our cube. Let us consider. That means I want to achieve a thing like whenever I touch on the screen, cube has to be placed on the screen, right? So for that, what I want to do, I want to add one 3D object cube here. I hope you all are understanding. Right now, if you see this cube size is very large. So like you can have to minimize this size because it will be a very larger size. If you try to place this cube, what happens? It will be a very bigger size. If you want the size to be very small, I suggest you go with 0.1. It will fit your screen, right? Now, once this is done, what you can do, then again this cube has to be made to prefabs, drag and drop here, then it will be converted to prefab. Once it is done, converted to prefab, you have to drop into the prefabs folder which we have already created. Okay, so now I will be deleting this cube. Now what we need to do, our material is ready with us. Now we need to create one script. So we have a habit of having different folders for everything, like for scenes folder, for scripts one folder. So go to the scripts. I've already created one script for this one. The how to create a script, right click, create script, and I have named it as span object place. So plain, and this script, if you open, this will be the code. Let us understand what is this code. Okay, so whatever name you have given, that will come here. All right, I hope you all could able to do this till now. All right. Now what we will see. First, we need to create two namespaces here. We need to add Unity Engine XR Foundation and Unity XR AR subsystems packages need to be added. And then we need to add a game object of placed prefab. And this placed prefab is a prefab that will be instantiated when there is a touch detected. All right. Now you need to make this one to serialize this variable. You need to add this serialize field. Next, you need to create one another game object variable, which is called your span object. Now this is used to store the instantiated prefab. Whatever prefab you are going to connect, that will be stored here in this variable. Okay. And then you need to add AR Raycast Manager. I have given a name of AR Raycast Manager. Any name can be given. Just for my understanding, I have used this one. Right? Now you need to add a list of AR Raycast hit, and let us name that one as hits. So in this awake method, if you see here, we need to get the component of AR Raycast Manager. So you can use get component AR Raycast Manager to get the component. So you need to save this one. So add required component here of type AR Raycast Manager. Okay. So when you add this script to your game object, it will automatically make sure like that there is an AR Raycast Manager in the same game object. When you do like this, it will help us in automatically making us sure that the Raycast Manager is in the same game object. Next, you need to go with the input touch count. If there is no input touch count, then it will return nothing. And then if you click the AR Raycast hit, okay, if there are any first hits, then using the spawned object, we a variable, we are going to check if there are any spawned objects out there. If there is none, we instantiate the prefab on the touch position. Okay. Now, if there is already a spawned object, after you have created and saved the script, like if what you need to do, if you have already a spawned object, then you have to move to the spawned object, this one, and to touch the position and rotate. I hope you all clear now. Right? Once this is done, you can save this file and go back to your Unity editor. Now once the script is ready, what you can do, in the XR origin, you can drag and drop the script here. The script is dragged and dropped here. Now you can see here the span object plane script has been added, but the prefab is not added. So you need to add that cube that you have created. We have that cube in our prefabs. So XR origin here, this cube has to be dragged and dropped. Now this is done. That's all you need to do. Also, you need to make some, you need to go to the build settings, and in the player settings, you need to make some settings that we have already done. What are all the settings to be done in our last video? If you have not done, make sure like you go through that video and make sure like all these settings are done. Now, once this is done, what you can do? You can go to build, and then you can save your project. Anyway, I will be saving here cube and then save. Once you click save, it is asking me to save the project, save, and it will take some time to build the project.
My APK file is available on my screen. If I click that, it will open that file and it will try to detect the plane first. Now once the plane is detected, you can see wherever I press, the cube will be added. So that's how a cube can be placed on a plane wherever you touch on your screen. You can see I am trying to touch outside the plane, but the object will not be added there. It will be added only at the place where your plane will be detected. Our plane can be detected horizontally or vertically. That's why we can place our objects vertically also, horizontally also.
I hope you all have transferred this cube APK file and you have checked it in the, just now we have checked that one in our mobile phone. But you can also, instead of checking in the mobile like directly, what you can do, you can have use the XRSimulator here and you can see how that object will look like. To do that one, you need to do some additional setting here. What you need to do, go to the build settings and then player settings. There in the player, um, make sure like the active input handling is with both option. Okay, active input handling is both. And then go to XR plugin management option. Go to the Windows and then select this XRSimulator. That's all. Close this one and close this window. Without building your object, what you can do, you can directly check here, just play the game and then it will open the XRSimulator in the game window. You can see here, this is the way. Now, you can use ASWD to move left, right, left. Okay, you can use your mouse to move left and right also. You can see our plane has been detected. Okay, and then if your computer screen is a touch screen, then I am trying to touch that screen. You can see the cube has been detected. You can see the same thing what has been happened in our mobile APK file. The same thing we can check here also. But the thing is, it is not reflected on the real environment. It is just simulated to check our object is like our APK file is working right or not. You can see, you can click and you can drag your object also. One thing you ensure here, on the plane only the object will be detected. Here there is no plane. If I am clicking here, the object will not be detected. Where there is a plane, there only the object will be detected. I hope you all could able to do this one. Right? All right. Close this one. Now, we will do one more thing. Instead of cube, I want to place one 3D model. So, let us download from the asset store one 3D model. You already know how to download a asset from the 3D model from the asset store. You can see here I have downloaded this asset who the name is Patio sofa set, whatever you want. I just want to place one chair there and I want you people to show that. Okay, so that I have downloaded and I have added that one to your asset, and how to do this one and all we have already done. You just go through that one and make sure like this asset has been downloaded to your project. Now once this is done, you can see here the package on your screen left side. Patio furniture is already there. It's prefab scenes, scripts, XR is there. Okay, now what I want, if you go to the prefabs of this scene, in this prefabs, if you see, this is having these objects, right? Now you see these are all the things. If you select this one, the object size, I want to place this one. Okay, the object size of this one is very large, 111. What happens though, if you place that object directly in your scene, what happens, the size may not fit into your camera scene size. So what you can do, just place this object here. You can see the size is very large, isn't it or not? You can decrease the size of this object. Okay, decrease the size of this object. And what you can do, once this is done, you can rename this one. Any name can be added and then again make it as a prefab. It is asking you want to create a new one or original prefab you want to change. You can make it a prefab variant. Like that, I have already created one whose size is 0.54. Did you see here? Okay. Now this one. Now what we can do, in the XR origin, we already added a cube. Instead of cube, what we can do? We can drag and drop this one. Are you all understanding? Now let us try to run and see how this will be looking. You can see plane will be detected. Already this one is there. I'll just do that one. I will delete this one. We have added that a prefab. That object may not be required in our scene. Okay. Let's save this and run. Now you can see plane has been detected. Now once I touch on my screen, did you see? This is added. Same thing, what we can do, wherever you click, the object will be moved there. You can, like this, you can add a 3D asset also. Right. If you want, what you can do, you can go to the build settings. Now everything is okay. You can go to the build and then you can create a chair. Save. And then it will take some time and you can open that one in your mobile phone and check how it is working.
See here my AR project is there. Once I start opening this one, what happens, it will try to detect a plane first, and the plane has been detected, and I want to place my object here. So once I click on the screen, you can see the object has been placed. So as per your requirement, wherever you click, the object will be placed here. So wherever the plane is there, there only the object will be placed.
With this, we come to an end of today's lecture. I hope you all could able to do both the projects of placing 3D objects or asset store objects onto the plane. If you still face any issues, let me know in the chat box. I'll be very happy to help you all. Let us all meet in the next lecture. Until then, thank you all of you.